Will you all please shut up now? Sorry, I don't want to open up the video with negativity, but I have gotten very sick over the last 7 years of, Capcom hates Mega Man. Oh, Capcom should sell off Mega Man to Nintendo. They'd treat him much better because Nintendo very clearly gives all of their franchises equal time in the spotlight. I've gotten sick of it. I was always sick of it. Either way, despite the fact that it's technically 2 weeks off, today was the 30th anniversary Mega Man live stream, and I gotta be honest, expectations were kinda low given the lackluster TGS panel that they had, but there were still things from that event that made me convinced that there was going to be a new game there that were lingering, so I had some expectation for this, especially considering that PlayStation and Nintendo Twitter accounts were talking about it. There seemed to be a lot of things indicating that there was going to be something of substance in this stream. Now, unfortunately, I couldn't actually watch the stream. I was in accounting class, and I'm recording this immediately after getting back. So I'm not going to talk about the stream or the event itself. I hear Pro Jared and Mega Ran were there, but that's about all I got. I guess no Megas or Proto Men, though. That's a shame. They're the ones I like. I love Pro Jared. In terms of Mega Man music, I mean. So this is going to be kind of short. I'm just going to be talking about the games that they talked about, and even then they didn't talk much. So I'm just here to give a couple quick thoughts just because I'm a Mega Man fan. I think you all know that. I felt only appropriate that I pay my respects. I'm kidding. All right. So the first thing that they talked about was not exactly a Mega Man X Legacy Collection, the thing that most people were calling, but either way, all 8 Mega Man X titles are being ported to Xbox One, PS4, Switch, PC, and I am totally down for this, alright? I hope that it is available in collection form and on physical media, just because I like physical stuff and having one disc would be nice, but either way, I'm happy to have it. First off, I'm not enough of a sheep that I'll buy Mega Man X on every system it's released on. I do only own the GameCube X Collection version at the moment, but an HD version on the PS4, yes, I will gladly buy that again. And I don't own a PS2 at the moment, so I own versions of X7 and X8 on PC, but X7 is a South Korean copy that doesn't really work right, and my copy of X8 is a bootleg, so there's no way to run either of them on a computer without torrenting other files, and even then, I don't have a CD drive on my computer anymore, so I've basically been looking for a real way to play X7 and X8 for a while now, so I'm happy I have it without having to settle for low-quality PS2 stuff. I can play them in HD on a system I already own. It is amazing I don't own a PS2 yet. But this is a thing I'm happy for, though it comes at a cost. I'm a bit of I don't want to call myself a completionist, but I'm a little bit obsessive-compulsive. So despite the fact that I hate X6 with a burning passion, I still completed that game 5 times on the X Collection. Once as X, once as Zero, once with the Ultimate Armor X code, once with the Black Zero code. And then I did it with X again because I accidentally saved over that file, so I needed to have a complete game file to prove I've done it to the no one who cares. So if a new collection comes out, then I'm going to have to play it again. I don't think I'm going to do 5 more playthroughs of that fucking game, but I'm going to have to at least play it one more time. Actually, I still need to play it one more time on the GameCube, because there's the one piece in the X Collection gallery that I don't have. The one thing you unlock for beating X6 without ever finding Zero. I still haven't done that, and I really don't want to. But I'm going to end up doing it anyway, because I'm a loser. X7 I'm not exactly looking forward to replaying either, but I didn't hate it. It was just bland, forgettable, and not exactly controlled right, and terrible voice acting, and there were a lot of things wrong with that game, I will admit. If you think it's the worst one, that's fine. Either way, getting sort of off topic, if they are individual... Actually, what I think they're doing, since unlike the other things they talked about today, they didn't announce any sort of vague release dates for the X games. They just said in 2018. I'm thinking they're going to stagger the releases, they'll release one a month, and then at the end of the year when they're all done, they'll release a disc with all of them, which I would be fine for. That's more what I'm looking for. And then, so that's what I think they're going to do. And it'd be good, because no one should have to suffer through X6 again. No one should have to deal with that. It's, like, I'm serious, guys. It's fucking awful. Anyone who says it's not that bad is a fucking liar, and you know it. They know it too. But actually, a sadistic part of me says, hey, a whole new generation gets to experience that terror. No, I'm never going to shut up about this. Okay, so the second thing they talked about was both Mega Man Legacy Collection 1 and 2 are coming to the Switch. Well, about fucking time. I don't know why 2 wasn't ready on the Switch at launch, but whatever. It's there now. It will be there in the summer, and both collections are going to have amiibo support. I imagine it's going to be exactly the same as the amiibo support in the 3DS version of Legacy Collection 1. And I don't have nearly as much to say about this, because it doesn't really affect me. I don't have a Switch at the moment. I probably won't have one by next summer. Maybe I will. I don't know. I don't know how things are going to work out. But anyways, that. And there's the fact that I just don't really need it. You know, I already have Legacy Collection 1 on my 3DS, so I also have Anniversary Collection on the GameCube, so I've covered my bases of both having a physical version of the games and having a portable version of them. Then for Legacy Collection 2, would probably be good on the Switch, because then I could get, like, if they release it physically, which I imagine they would, I can get a nice cartridge of that, have 9 and 10 physical media, and have it portable on the Switch. But I put Legacy Collection 2 for the PS4 on my wish list this year, and since it's cheap, I'm probably going to get it. I wouldn't be surprised if I end up buying it again for the Switch, but it's not really a priority because I'll already have the games. I already have them anyway. This is the second time I'm getting them. Maybe I am a sheet man. They are puns, because Mega Man 10 was in Legacy Collection 2. Haha, bring in the jokes. That's all I have to say about that. And then of course, the one thing that people were looking for was an actual new game, and they got it. Mega Man 11 is coming late next year, you know. We have come so far since Mega Man 10, where they announced it in December and then it came out in March. We're not getting this for a whole nother year, and judging by the 1-minute trailer that they gave us, it looks like they've barely started it, which further feeds into my theory that this game, that the Legacy Collection, at least the first Legacy Collection, was released to test the waters for a new Mega Man game. And then when they saw that it sold, they're like, yeah, all right, we can put a little money into making an 11, release it as a cheap downloadable title, same way they did with 9 and 10, because classic Mega Man cannot hold a physical space unless there's more than one game in there. Not anymore. So either way, what did I think about the trailer that we saw? Again, it was 1 minute long, so I can't really talk too much about it. First off, thank fucking God it's 2.5D, alright? I understand Mega Man 9 being 8-bit was a great idea. That was at the the beginning of retro throwbacks. It wasn't old at the time. It was calling back to where most Mega Man games were, classic games were in the 8-bit space. That made perfect sense. 10 being 8-bit, alright, fine. It was a little before the retro throwback got super old, and it still kind of made sense for Mega Man, and it also meant that they could make it quickly on the same engine as 9. So, whatever, I didn't mind it, but the 8-bit throwback is basically over in terms of retro revivals. You know, you do actually have to bring things to a new space, so 2.5D is the direction I wanted them to go, so the game will at least have a visual identity apart from Mega Man 2. And though, on that note, I also have to say, it's going to be really fucking weird, because I'm not used to playing Mega Man in 2.5D. The only classic game released in that style up to this point is Powered Up, which I haven't played. There would have been Mega Man Universe, but obviously that didn't happen. So the only thing I have to compare in terms of 2.5D classic Mega Man is Mighty Number 9. And as soon as the trailer started, I was watching Mega Man move, jump, and shoot. I could not shake this feeling that I was watching Mighty Number 9 footage. And I was like, wait, why are the enemies immediately exploding? Why aren't they just staying in the air and starting to go colors? Why isn't he dashing through them? So it's going to be kind of weird, because I'm going to start playing it, and at least for a little bit, I'm going to try and play it like Mighty Number 9. It might fade away because... No, actually, it probably won't, because I'll probably play Mighty Number 9 again by that point. So it's going to take a little bit of time to get used to. But it's still classic Mega Man. I'm assuming they'll get the running and jumping arcs correctly because, goddammit, Mega Man is not allowed to mess those things up. They are perfect in every game up to this point. What else did I have to say about it? I'm sure I had more. Oh yeah, but besides the 2.5D nature, the construction of the models and the HUD, I cannot be the only one that was thinking Mega Man 8, right? It looks like they're using the same proportions, so it kind of just looks like Mega Man 8 in 2.5D, which, I mean, okay, makes sense, but I'm sure there were plenty of people that would have preferred if they used something closer to like Mega Man Smash model. And then the stage that they showed off, I can't say anything about it. There wasn't too much to say, you know. It had a mini boss. Okay, I mean, it didn't exactly look like a great mini boss. It didn't sell me like Nines did, like right off the trailers on that. It looks like a mini boss, whatever. It actually looks kind of familiar. I feel like I've seen it before, but either way. The one thing they showed about the trailer I really liked, and I'm really happy Mega Man is taking this direction to again compare it to Mighty Number 9. Mega Man physically morphs when he uses Robot Master Power now, and I really like that because it gives it more of a visual identity than just his palette change. That was something I liked about back in Mighty Number 9, and I'm happy it's the sort of thing that's being carried over into a new Mega Man game. Now, if any of the couple ideas that worked in Mighty Number 9 will also make their way to Mega Man, I don't know. I'm not holding my breath on it, honestly. But I'm happy that at least this came around. And, okay, I can't exactly say much about the weapon itself, but at the very least, it's not a weapon I've seen before. So, 11 games in, or 12 if you count Mega Man in base, that's at least somewhat impressive. And it also finally clears up that mystery of where that Mega Man art in the Legacy Collection 2 gallery came from. Because I remember that being like once people found that art, that was like the first clue that a new Mega Man game was in development. Because it was like, what is this? Is this like concept art that never made it into one of the games on the collection? Well, no, because it's drawn by a different artist than worked on those games. Like I think people said it was like the Battle Network artist that drew it. So it was like, where did this come from? What is this? And then it was further compounded immediately before the TGS show, which really made me think we were getting this there. That new roll design for the Nendoroid, which first off, amazing design. I'm pretty sure I've said that before. It might not have been in a video, actually, but either way, new roll design. I love it, and I'm glad it finally has a game to call its own. So I'm glad they're at least taking a little bit of chances with the designs. They're at least updating them somewhat, not as drastically as the new cartoon, which we did not hear anything about. I mean, I'm not exactly looking forward to it, but I want to know what's happening to it. I'm going to watch it. I mean, Sonic Boom's over. Probably forever. What else did I say? Oh, yeah. Mega Man talks in the trailer. Not like words, but every time he fired off a charge shot, he went, yeah! Basically that. Ugh. And he did it every fucking time. So, I hope you guys liked Mega Man X4's voice clips, because it looks like we're getting that again. Probably not on the same level, because he didn't yell something out every time he used that Robot Master power, so it's at least not going to be Maverick Hunter X, Storm Tornado! Storm Tornado! It's not going to be that. I haven't played Maverick Hunter X either. I don't have a PSP. But, anyway, there are going to be voice clips. I at least hope there's going to be full voice acting, because it's not like the Mega Man, or at least the recent classic games, 9 and 10, the intros. Actually, you know what? Yeah, no. Actually, yeah. Mega Man games have never shied away from having Mega Man talk, and I mean, he did talk in 8. The voice itself, obviously, it's super hard to tell from just that one clip, but it sounds like a slightly older voice than it sounds like an older voice than the one they used in, Powered Up, which, first of all, I thought that voice was perfect for Mega Man. It fit him perfectly. But it also doesn't sound like really old. It doesn't sound like Ian James Corlett, who, may I also say, fit that role perfectly in the Ruby Spears cartoon. I don't need him in an actual Mega Man game. But that's about it. Honestly, that's really about all I can say about the trailer. That's all they showed off. Now, why am I not super excited? Honestly, I haven't exactly been talking so much in this video. And you know what? It's just because I'm a little bit tired of classic Mega Man, I'll be honest. I understand it's been a while, but I'm kind of tired. That's all I'm going to say. I still like classic Mega Man. I may not exactly be looking forward to it, but once it comes out, I'll still enjoy it. The same way I did, Mighty Number 9, because I still like these sorts of games. But if you ask me what sort of Mega Man game I'm asking for, it'd be another like X game, or another ZX game is not happening. But something else in that like more advanced play style, just because I find that more exhilarating, more fun, more enjoyable. I guess for a first step in another Mega Man revival that will hopefully last longer than 2 games, like 9 and 10 did, although those came off immediately after, and concurrently with like Star Force, ZX, so whatever. It wasn't really a revival. Kind of was. I don't know how to describe it, honestly. Either way, as a first step, I guess it sort of makes sense to just use the Mega Man that everyone knows, the same way they did with 9. But it's kind of it's a safe bet, so it's not exactly very interesting to me. I'll play it. I'll probably enjoy it. Where it'll rank in the totem is sort of difficult to tell. I really do love my 9. I really do. But I'm sure I'll like it. I'm just hoping that this leads to something more, something better. I'm not exactly holding my breath just because Mega Man's never exactly been I don't want to say unprofitable just because the games are so cheap to make, but it's never exactly been a huge success. Like, I think I remember seeing like the highest selling Mega Man game of all time is Mega Man 2 at 1.5 million. And considering like Mega Man 9 was a big deal at a cheap price point, I'm amazed it never broke that. So either way, Mega Man is not exactly a game that sells a lot, but they're cheap to make, so I guess if it's at least profitable, I imagine Capcom will keep doing it. And I'll keep playing them. I still like them. I just expectations need to be tempered, and I hope this does lead to something. I'm not saying I don't trust Capcom. I actually have not played one of their games in a very long... Hold on, I'm actually thinking about this. When was the last time I played a Capcom-developed game? It very well may have been Mega Man 10. Yeah, I know that was Intercreates, but that feels close. It's different than like something like, say, Remember Me, which I did play, but that was clearly a Don't Nod game. Would you count DMC Devil May Cry? Because I played that. I liked it. But either way, I never played like Street Fighter 5. I never played like any Resident Evil game besides 4. So I don't have any opinion on current Capcom and how they would handle the game, but I hope it's gonna be good. I don't see any reason why it couldn't be. It should be good, and if it is, I want another damn X. Actually, you know what? That's actually a good point. Since I said earlier that I fully believe that 11's creation is due to Legacy Collection's success, if the X re-releases do well, I don't see any reason why they couldn't follow it up with an X9 in the same 2.5D style. I'd be completely up for that. I would also be completely up for them reviving some of those canceled games. I am probably the only person that wants Maverick Hunter, but fuck you, I want it. It's never going to happen, but I want it. Mega Man Universe would be fun, but I think its time is sort of past. And of course, Legends 3. I know everyone wants Legends 3, and now that I've played the first Legends, I can finally be on that boat. Yeah, I think I've said everything I need to say about it. I'm looking forward to it. I've been sort of negative, but goddamn, I love Mega Man so much. I really do. So it's just nice to see him succeed like an old friend. Come on back, Mega Man. Door's waiting for you. Please be good.